thank you so much for somebody hopping on already. You must have just stayed on. Rochelle, thank you so much for hopping back on. Replay viewers, thank you so much for joining. Live viewers, Saint Shep, thank you so much for joining again. This is day 11. Day 11 of the scope train, or the challenge, this 100-day scope challenge by perinewbies. So for those of you who don't know what perinewbies is, here, jump on that scope chain. Beth Hoover, thank you for inviting your followers. Rochelle, Kareen, thank you so much for joining. Jeannie1, thank you for joining. I believe you're new to my scope. If not, I apologize, but I believe your name's Jeannie or Janine. How do you pronounce that? If it's Janine, I have a friend who I call J9. So cool. Hello, welcome. So today is day 11. It's actually day 11. Mary Joy, thank you so much for joining. That's my nickname, J9. Yeah, I was like the only person who called her J9 for years. She said she had a childhood friend. I met her a couple years ago, and I just started calling her J9, and she was like, nobody calls me J9. But she goes, but she liked it, right? So awesome, Janine. So day 11 of the scope of the 100-day challenge, scope challenge by perinewbies. I always try to say it fast and it never gets out. Thank you so much, MJ, for sharing with your followers. You guys can share with your followers. I wish I had it in front of me, but my favorite gift this year, it wasn't actually a gift of mine. It came from Santa to my son. And it's this game called Pie Face. And if you guys haven't played Pie Face, it's a little bit crazy. So does anybody know what Pie Face is? Put a 1 in the box if you guys know what Pie Face is. If you don't know what Pie Face is, it's this new toy that's out. It's probably 20 bucks, and you gotta go buy whipped cream to play this game. So what it is, it's a little handle. Oh, okay, so you guys don't know. So if you don't know what Pie Face is, you guys can actually go back to my last night's scope, and if you want to laugh really hard and watch a 4-year-old play with nearly a 40-year-old and play Pie Face and he wins, you'll see what Pie Face is. So what it is, it's basically this game. I put my head in this thing. We do a little spin. Rodney, tell him how funny Pie Face is, because it's my favorite gift this year, because my son and I played it half the day yesterday, and I got more whipped cream in my face than you guys can imagine. So go back and watch yesterday night's scope. It'll be 3 back, or the last one, right? It's the last one that was live. So what you do is you spin this thing and it tells you how many clicks, and you have these 2 little handles and you got to click them 1, 2, 3 if that was your number. But it was funny, wasn't it? But there's a hand in front of it with a bunch of whipped cream in it, so you stick it, and as soon as it goes, it's random, right? Oh, I'm glad you like the Christmas lights. So what happens is if you click 3 and it doesn't go, that's fine. It's the next person. They got to spin. And then my son would get in there and he'd click 3, and then it'd come back to me, and next thing you know, I'd have a 5 and smacked in the face with a whole bunch of whipped cream, and the little one cracks up hysterically and he doesn't want to play. So Pie Face was my favorite gift, and it's those simple gifts, right guys, that make it amazing. So I saw some people come in, and I saw Tanya come in, so thank you so much for always stopping in my scopes. Merry Christmas to all of you. I hope you guys had amazing days. I want to know what your favorite gift was that you gave or received while I got a couple minutes here. I actually have 2 minutes left. So what was your favorite gift that you got? See, and it wasn't so much the gift for me. It was the interaction, right? So those gifts that allow you interaction with your kids and with your loved ones, games, something that you know they're going to see on their desk all the time, something that is memorable, that is going to bring you back. Something my wife got me, a couple stocking stuffers, simple things, right? But she knows I'm on here on Periscope a lot. She bought me a book. It's probably going to take me 3 hours to read, but it says How to Pitch Yourself in 90 Seconds, right? And she also gave me, I love to give. I love to give. I think we all love to give and receive, so I'm going to give a lesson on that, MJ. In order to be a great giver, you must be a great receiver. Because too often somebody is a great giver, right? And then when they receive something, they feel awkward, right? But that makes the other person on the other end feel awkward. And the person who loves to give should also love to receive. So I love both, because there needs to be an equal exchange of energy there. Because have you ever like received something and you're like, oh, I don't like it, but that person loved giving it to you? if you don't receive it as much as they love to give it, then guess what? You've given them a discredit. And the same thing, have you ever given something to somebody and they're kind of like, and you're like, oh man, maybe I didn't give them the right gift. They should just be openly gracious that they receive something. So be an excellent giver, but also be an excellent receiver. When people compliment us here on Periscope, say thank you, right? Just say thank you. Right? And it's hard sometimes when people are like, hey, you do a great scope, and I'm over here beating myself up for not doing it the way I wanted to. Got to get me one of those hats. Yes, you do, J Shoe 413. Got to get a hat. Got to get the lights. Well, the lights are separate. These are just supposed to be around the neck. And we got. I think we could go solid. We could go crazy. We can go off. But yeah, I like them blinking because then you guys know what's up. That's right, and that's it. You know, you gotta sit there and I have a hat and need lights. I got these lights at a party last week, so my time is up on this scope. They're supposed to be limited to 5 minutes, guys. Thank you so much for the hearts. I have 22 seconds, so if you guys would tap that screen, give me lots of love. Guys, I hit 200,000 hearts the other day, and somehow I went on a crazy scope train, and I am pushing 230,000, I believe. So you guys are awesome for tapping that screen, giving me that love, and I'm going to try and show up at 100%. I have 2 quote scopes to do today, and I'm also getting on Scopers Unite train later on today. So if you guys are looking for me at 11:20 Eastern time or 8:20 Pacific time, I'm going to be on a scope train for 5 minutes there, meeting a lot of cool people. So Mary Joy, you might want to get on that because we might find some people in there who can come over. Sweet Candy for God. Might find some people that could come over to the Perry Newbies in that group. A lot of experienced scopers, but people who can help. So Scopers Unite. You're going out, girl. Don't go out shopping. My wife's going out shopping later. She says she's going to go find a bunch of deals on Christmas stuff for next year. So Winter Wonderland. Well, awesome. You have an amazing time at Winter Wonderland. Guys, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to all of you once again. Day 11 of 100 of the Perry Newbies Scope Challenge is under books. I'm finally caught up. I hadn't been caught up till just now. So Joe Shoe, thank you so much for joining once again. I'm getting out of here, guys. Tap that screen, give me some love, and I will see you in a little bit. I have about 4 scopes left today, and I'll get them in throughout the day. Yes, go watch the replay. It is hilarious on the Pie in the Face.